I'm late. Oh, and I rebooted.
Yeah.
Professional.
Yeah.
Professional. Hello, everyone.
You know, I'm communicating to my
It's a professional as me. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. No matter where you are in this great, big, beautiful world. Thank you so much for that raid, Mega Rian. How are you, friend? If you do not know the musical stylings of our friend Mega Rian, where have you been?
Given everyone
I asked that,
task, I'm gonna
like-
continue farming and listening to lo-fi music.
Enjoy the lo-fi.
All right, see ya.
There we go. So it's Rust drop season as well. So I have a Rust stream on in the background. Sorry, not sorry. I had to mute it. Forgot that. Done. Hello, everyone. How are you? Bill, hello. Motorboat, hello. Sandra, hello. Gail, hello. Megarian, with the best flow, you know, in the... Hello. How was your stream? What were you doing? Were you playing a game? Tilted Tom, Locked Stallion, thanks for the follows. It's good to see you. Bill, I'm so glad you're good. Mega Rot Jote. Hello, Smugzug. Sweet hello. Oh, my tooth. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to, like, mess with your head. But it was, yeah. Yeah. So I actually saw a friend who's also letting her gray grow in. And she went to a hair salon and they pulled the color out a little bit more and like blended it. But I don't know that I need to do that. A, and B, y'all, my hair might be straight now. Like, I think it's, but it doesn't make any sense because I've been coloring it for years, right? But I guess it's not. But I'm just a little worried. I'm not, I mean, I am a straight hair girly on my own time. But if you're new, I'm doing, we raised $10,000 for charity. So well, I side shaved it too. But I said if we did that, I would let my hair go gray. So here we are. How do we like it? How do we like it? I'm so sorry, Tom. DC, hello. Well, excuse me. Thanks for joining, everyone. I don't know if you saw my tweet, my Go Live tweet, but tonight is an auspicious night in the Imperial household. Mostly, excuse me, because... that seemed really loud. I have been loaned... it is not mine, at least not as far as I know. That would be a surprise, certainly. A fabric printer that we are going to open up and take a look at tonight. And then once we get through the excitement of that, if we have time, we're going to sew a little bit. We're working on this bag. If you're new, by the way, my name is Imperial. I should probably introduce myself. I am an everything content creator, primarily focused on sewing. I have perhaps the biggest needle on Twitch. This thing still shocks me how big it is. We sew bags and wallets and anything that my heart desires. Anything that sounds good, we sew. And we also play, excuse me, games when the mood hits us. I've been on a real Sims tear. It's actually, honestly, here we go with this. It's honestly a big... it's hard for me not to why did that do that twice? It's difficult for me right now not to do The Sims tonight. It is. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. It's a struggle bus. Strug. However, we can persevere. We're gonna do it because I really want to open this printer as well. It's literally new in box. It's not a floor model. It's not like, I'm shocked. Like, so I'm working with a local fabric store now. In addition to Burnett, if you don't know, I have a new sponsorship with Burnett. Let's see, is the camera working? It is, woohoo! So that's my brand new Burnett that we're gonna use tonight a little bit. Blue Pointer, hello. Why? Oh, because that's a different camera. No, there it is. There it is. That's the Burnett. So. Right? You love The Sims Renaissance for me? Thank you, Blue. I love it. I missed playing The Sims. I missed playing The Sims. But a note, tomorrow starts, I forget what they're calling it. Tomorrow starts a sub thing. That's very descriptive, and I know that it makes you really want to actually to do it. It is a sub Twitch December. It is called oh my gosh. The end of the year bonus round. So, one of the coolest things about the end of the year bonus round, honestly, and so I tell you this with peace and love, starting tomorrow, no, yes, no. Okay, hold on. Let me tell you what it is, because there's a big thing with bits. Bits are finally getting some love when it comes to all these things, which I really enjoy because, where the hell is this? Because people can get bits for free if you're in Twitch RPG. So if someone starting at a certain time, you will be able to, what's the heck? Wait, what? Okay, Twitch's video tweet. I just want to see, I want the link to the, here it is. No, that's bonus round. Okay, so 25% off recurring sub discounts across all channels running for the entire duration of the event. Starts tomorrow, goes through January 2nd. New hype train, which is cool. There's a bits bonus starting tomorrow through the 20th, so just 1 week. For any cheer over 300 bits, Twitch will add at least 10%, right? So it can go higher than that. I don't think they'll match 100%, but hey, that's just free money, free-ish money. So just FYI, if you have bits, don't give them to me tonight, give them to me tomorrow. And then starting on the 27th to January 2nd, 25% off single month gifting discounts. So that's really cool. Hold on a second. Hello? Hello? Why do spammers do that? I don't want to talk to you. I actually kind of do. I like to mess with them. You all know that. You all know that. And then I lost my music because I picked up my phone. And so the one thing that that the G-Fits do, which is actually not a terrible idea, is that when the phone goes off, the G-Fits will connect to my phone. So disconnect. So it's like, why can I suddenly not hear? The fabric printer is that it prints on fabric. So I'm really excited for that. I will, let's go take a, actually, let's go take a look at it. Do you want to take a look at it? I'm excited. Oh, shnikes, wait. I fucked up. No, I didn't. Yay, it power saved. Thanks. I forgot to put this back in, the receiver egg back in, but it looks like it's halfway charged, which is awesome. We love that for us. We love it. So yeah, so it prints on cotton fabric. Am I? Well, how about that? Hello. So yeah, so we're gonna take a look at the fabric printer. Again, I'm super stoked about taking a look at it. And big thanks to Rocky Mountain Sewing and Vacuum here in Aurora, Colorado, who lent me this printer. Yeah. And that's the thing, Bill, just so you know, there is a chance now in perpetuity, I don't know if you've checked the mod channel lately, that we will be on the front page. So we should always assume that it's an option, right? because of me being a Twitch ambassador. So let me put on my microphone. But I appreciate the heads up. Come on, microphone. Well, I guess I don't have to put the magnet on tonight. I can just clip it. I'm just gonna whack the microphone out. Like, it's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. All right, so we just have to remember then when I'm not at my table here to plug this in so that it charges back up. Let me know before I get up if you can hear me, and then we will go and start doing some stuff. How is everybody tonight? Today's Tuesday, right? Oh, it's Tuesday. Oh, geez. Tuesday. We all know what happens on Tuesdays. So yes, so just let me know. I'm gonna sit tight here till...
Oh, broomsticks!
Hey, Dark Side.
I'll never get dinner cooked at this rate.
Just let me know if you can hear me okay. Dark Sun, how are you? Happy Tuesday. It's a bit low. Okay. How about that? Is that better? Let me magnet it to my shirt versus clipping it on low. So that keeps it at a good place. You adulted all the things today. Yay! I'm so glad to hear it. The alert was loud though. Oh, was it? Good to know. I will turn that down. Oh yeah. Volume 95 for that. Let me turn that down. That's good. Okay, good. Relax and play some video games. I love that for you. All right, so we're going to change this over here. You're going to have to go for a ride with me. Are you ready? Are you ready for it? I have to move the camera that you're looking at right now because we had moved this over here so that we could get eyes on the brunette because it is new. But for some reason, that camera wasn't working. So I rebooted my computer and it's all fine. But now I have to move this back over here. And then we will just use it to take a look at this big behemoth beast of a machine. So this is a Brother fabric printer. I am not working with Brother per se. I'm working with Rocky Mountain Sewing and Fabric, so just as a heads up. But Bernina does not have a competing product, so we're going to take a look at this. Yeah, it's in a brand new box, so we're taking a look at this for the first time. Let me bring chat over here, though, really quickly. All right. Come on. Oh, it's gonna Tuesday everywhere. That's fun. And I still have this lingering cough. You'll hear my voice kind of go like that, like hitch like that. That's me trying to choke down a cough. So that's super fun times too. All right, 1 second. It's lagging. So I will get my phone, chat on my phone while I'm waiting for that to work. Yeah, okay. How about you wait? No? Exit page. Alright. Little rebooterooski. And that browser's just not going to be there? That's fun. That's my favorite. Now I have to remember how to open up, which gesture opens up. Is it really not here? Y'all, is Tuesday gonna Tuesday this hard already? Like, come on. I'm not surprised. I don't know why I'm surprised. Did everybody take a look at their Twitch recap, by the way? I'm actually right here. Like, you can't see me, but I'm here. All right, well, that's being a butt, so we'll proceed. All right. Let's take a look. I might have to reboot that computer. It's just locking up hardcore. Sandra, did you end up getting the expansion? I know that, wait, and did you get the expansion too, Dark Sun, or did you just get, are you just playing your base game? All right, so. Roll of cotton fabric to sample print on. I don't know if this thing's heavy. So we're gonna, hey babe, is this heavy? Because you're the one who brought it down. Oh yeah, we're heavy. We're gonna have to put it down. Your recap was not really surprising. Yeah, mine was, I have to look at my viewer one. This is how we get a hernia. You got 4 rent, that's right, you got werewolves, because you're gonna do what Sims do in the shadows. Book Nook, nice. You made a really, you mean awesome duplex and realize, that's the thing, building is such a, ooh, gym. Building, gym work paying off. It's such a growth in like experience. Like you have to, I really think that you have to make a bunch of things that you don't love until you realize like, okay, here's how I could have made that better. Over and over again. Because I wouldn't even call myself a good Sims builder, but I'm getting better. I also have to save all this packaging because again, this is a loan. Ooh, it's big. Hey babe? Andrew? Hold on. Andrew! I need you. I'm so sorry. I don't want to do anything. I'm going to text him. Hi, baby. I need you. LOL. Oh, here we go. Is it finally working over here? Sort of. We're just gonna dance over here while we wait for Andrew. Actually, we'll look at the instructions. We'll do something. Project and idea book about your fabric printer. Let's see. Maintenance sheet. Do not throw this away. You can use this sheet to resolve repetitive paper jams caused by paper scraps in the machine. Oh. That's actually a thing that you keep. Got it. Hello. No, you're totally fine. You're doing your own thing. You need, like, so, yeah, you go, like, I'm going to grab, no.
Okay, tell me what to do.
Grab the side.
Okay.
And put it, like, I'm going to go on this side. So we're going to lift it up and then put it on the table.
This way.
Swing that, yeah, like, basically that way, yeah. Ready? All right, thank you. And we have to save the box because it might go back. So, oh, I did it backwards. Holy freaking cats! Yeah, I think I can do it. Look at this beast. It's a beaut, Clark. I also have to save the packaging because I actually have to repackage it back up for an unboxing video for YouTube. Even though I'm streaming live right now on YouTube as well. Wow. All right. Okay. All right. What do we got going on? I mean, it looks at first glance like an enormous printer. Right? And there's ink in there too. Okay. We got ink. It works over Wi-Fi. All right. Oh my gosh, I could make a Brody purse. We can make, this is the deal. Now I can do anything. Connection, yeah. You have a picture? You have a pattern that you want on here? I got you. Let's see. Okay, so these are just all examples of things you could do. I think those are also the instructions. I think it's literally just like put in fabric, print fabric. Right? Hey, Pika. Quick reference guide. Okay, here we go. All right. So we have to figure out what's the first thing we're going to print. Like, holy, like, whoa. Thanks, Revan. Thank you, thank you. Print your pattern pieces directly on it. So it's funny, Dark Sun, that you say that. I have in the works. I need to get back to Tony because I think I'm gonna do Gen Con. Yeah, I think, babe, we gotta talk about that because I gotta tell her. But we're gonna have some bag patterns that are gonna be printed directly on fabric for people to use and do at Gen Con, I think. So Dark Sun, I'm with you. Standing by, on off to resume. Okay. Oh, it's just gonna beep at me. Oh, okay. Let's read this. Right? Because that way people, I think in general people would like that. And it'll come with the class, right? This Brother fabric printer is designed to print on both fabric roll and on paper. Easily print pictures or images on a rolled fabric. Wait, with the app, you can send data to print with the Brother fabric printer to cut the fabric with Brother cutting machines, which I have. Is this an SDX series? I think it is. And embroider with Brother embroidery machines. Okay. Included accessories. Starter ink cartridges, they're already installed. Starter cotton fabric roll, right here. Quick reference guide. Thanks for the bits! PC load letter, I know, right? But it's PC load fabric. I should have printed some more. Okay, apparently I need to put paper in first. Right? Yeah, because it's on this page it says the load the fabric. Okay. You saw Brody Butt? Probably. He's wandering around here. He doesn't know what's going on, right? Because for people like you who get intimidated easily by sewing, it puts some of the pressure off the pattern part, like training wheels. See, that's great feedback, Pika. And you're making me want to do it even more. So I think I'm gonna. Andrew, what do you think? Let me get some paper. We're gonna do this. Luckily, I have extra paper right over here. So, Fritz, how are you tonight? It's good to see you, friend. All right, pull tray 1 completely out of the machine as shown by the arrow. On it. Tray 1. Okay, nope. All right, completely out of the machine. Note, fan the stack of paper. Load the paper into tray 1 and adjust the guides. PC load letter. All right. Slowly push tray 1 back into the machine. Pull out the paper support until it locks into place. Done. Connect the power cord and install. That's already done. The printer cartridges. Machine settings. Follow. Okay, turning it on. Oh, I gotta download an app. It's been a rough evening. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. We're here to hang if you want some hang company. Where am I gonna put this thing? This beast. Let's download the app. Because like everything these days, it has an app. There's my face. Okay. Machine settings. Follow the LCD instructions to set the date and time. Settings. Maintenance. Okay. Set the date and time. Hi, babe. Thank you. Wow. General setup, maintenance, tray setting, quiet mode, LCD settings. Is it there? No. I just want to set the date and time. It's telling me I have to. Maybe I don't have to? Oh, there it is up at the top. Okay. So it is 2023. Yep. Year. Month is 12. Day is 12. Is today 12/12/23? All day long. Got it. Okay. Time. It's not 12:06. What time is it? What time is it? It's 6 o'clock. No, not 06. 37 in a row. PM. We auto daylight. We're good. All right. So we have ink. We have all the stuff. Then press start. No data. But where is start? I don't see a start button. Computer. Okay. This looks like this part comes off and like it's a scanner, but I don't think it is. Maybe it is. Oh no, it's just where other things go. There's like some weird yellow. I'll take a picture just in case. Right. It's probably just glue because that's like the inside, so it's fine. It should be fine. Anyway, open up that. That's print head cleaning. Check quality sheet. Do you hear it just beeping at me? I don't know why it says LCD. So, first impressions, it's not 100% user-friendly in terms of the instructions in here versus the instructions here. That doesn't mean that it's not. Don't have an account. I don't think we have an account there, so we'll sign up with Google. We set the date and time. All right, let's go through this. Print quality auto check. Okay, but that didn't print anything. Okay. We're gonna join my Wi-Fi. Does this mean you'll be able to print your own fabric for your own custom Misty ears? Yeah. I could cut, I can print Wookie Cookie ears. I can print, yes. Exactly, Fritz. You have it. Exactly. No, we will be making a YouTube video on this. We're actually live on YouTube right now. I'm excited to show this to people. Hold on, you're going to get to see my butt for a second because I'm going to block for my Wi-Fi password. Look at my butt. Okay. Yeah, no, I'm excited about making content. This is from, like I had mentioned yesterday, I think you were around, our local sewing shop, Rocky Mountain Sewing and Vacuum. They do ship nationwide though, so that is found new firmware. Yes. So they are who I will be selling the Burnett sewing machines through. If you are in the market for a sewing machine, let me know. I gotta put up a link. Hey, Milo Sear. As soon as I get my specific link, we're gonna put that up. But for now, you can buy anything on their site. Just mention it's me, and they'll know. What's going on, Milo? All right. It does have wired network connectivity and USB, but it also has onboard Wi-Fi, which is what I'm choosing to use. When the printer list appears, tap the printer you want to register. We're not going to register it. I'm doing well. Thanks for asking. I hope you are too. Trying to find my Christmas spirit. We're working on that. What's my ID? Do you think Imperial will be free on Brother? Let's check it out. Surprisingly, it is. All right, browse over 1,000 designs. Okay. Oh, this also has embroidery designs and cutting designs, sublimation designs. Okay, this is awesome because we have a sublimation printer as well. All right. Let's set up your device and start. Oh, I see what they meant about register. I have to register this in here. You know what? I don't normally use footage from the Twitch stream on YouTube, but I feel like I can just do 2 birds in 1 stone this, right? Even though it'll be live, we'll cut it up for content later. No supported printers found. Oh, because I'm on a different network. Because I have 2 in my house. So I have to drop to the other one. What's new with you, my friend? All right. It's also doing the firmware upgrade, but there we go. I wonder if I can have this talk to that sewing machine too, like all in one. That embroidery machine. So this comes in, and I can get more at the shop, but it's cotton, right? Like our friend. And it's in a roll. And it is words. It's 12 inches. 12 inches is fine. It's basically A4 paper, but it's a foot wide. So the good thing is, I mean, if I do print my own patterns, depending on the quality that this comes out, I would totally do it on 12-inch fabric. I mean, there's nothing that 12-inch fabric. All of my vinyl rolls come in 12-inch, right? So we can make that work with almost anything, right? Do not turn off, it says. Okay. I'm working on that. So this thing is about, from a wide perspective, all right, it starts at 5.5, ends at 28. So 20, it's almost 2 feet wide, and it's pretty tall. Not as wide, not as tall as is wide, but it's tall. This is a big machine. Like, and it's from a wide perspective, it is not including the tray. 3.5 to 21.5. So like 1.5 foot deep. And that doesn't actually count the back end, which would need to be out to print. So it's more like if you're looking for a space to put this on, you're gonna need over 2 feet of space. Less if you don't mind if this hangs over your table, but you'll need 2 feet of clearance minimum from a wall for this to work effectively. You don't necessarily, I guess the feed tray in the back, you have to have that open, so that gives you a couple of inches, but you want the option, right? So this is a beefy unit that, you know, you'll want to make sure is somewhere pretty sturdy. No supported printers found. Did I switch Wi-Fi's again? No. There it is. Okay. Right there. Done. Okay. We did that. Connect your computer to your machine. Okay, yeah, we'll do that. You must install the Brother software if you want to print on the fabric roll. Okay, so let's go back to the computer. Since we're over here, I'm gonna recharge this while we're talking. Since again, I did not charge it before. All right, so I have to go to s.brother/LPQRG. All right, so we will set up my Brother Creative Printer on this computer. Windows. We recommend. All right, let's go. I agree. Oh, it's one of those where you have to actually scroll down to the end. I agree. Oh, shoot. How many times did I just download that? Just twice. 3 times. Twice. Yes, I have a lot of tabs. Don't judge. Or judge. It's fine. We're okay with that. All right. Select your language, English, for us here. I'll accept that because you can't use it without that. We'll go over Wi-Fi. I should have put it on the other one. We're going to reset that real quick. Move over to the other network here. Being all cranky. There it is. Next. Standard is fine. Only use genuine brother in Canton. It's fine. There we go. Oh, I am so sorry to hear that. I am sorry to hear that. I hope that she's able to get treatment and responds well. Right now we have to install this status monitor. I don't want to sign up for that. I don't want to receive supply offers. I'm good. And so there is, it's only, it won't let me move it to the other window, but there is a status window now that shows me the ink amount, and which is nice. And it gives me options for different, why won't you let me move that to another window? Like, that's weird. Let me see if I can. Isn't it Windows Shift to move it to another window? All right, doesn't matter. Not working. All right, so we don't need to update there. That's the status monitor, like I said. But then where's check where's for software updates? We don't need to do that. Where's the software that I just installed? Nope. Yes. Brother. Here we go. Brother Utilities. Brother Web Content Creatives. Yeah. But what software to download? Oh, probably not any of that. Okay. Tools, purchase supply. So, Brother Creative Center. Free printables. Okay. How do I do my own things? What's this? Festive bunting. Oh, so it's really, yeah, and this is the type of thing I would like to do, right? So I guess, do I just print it from here like it's on? No. Okay. Manual wireless setup. All right, now we're going to all right, go back to the zip printer. Open up the app. Check. Tap project under Explorer. and I couldn't figure out how to unmute it, so I just started using this one. Hello, what? No. Oh. Wow. Wow. I whole ass got up and forgot that I switched mics. Now it should be better. How's that? Sorry. Hey, Alphonse. Sorry about that. Which mutual friend, Alphonse? I don't know who that is. Me? All right. Sorry about that. Okay, so to start again, we loaded the paper in, the fabric paper in. It's very similar to other fabric printer papers I've used before, just more sturdy. Looking through the app to find something to print, there's a lot of different options under projects. And it's kind of like I don't know what to do here. Fabric. It says to pick one under projects, but like, I'm gonna go under printing designs. Okay, I like that dog one. Let's try it. Oh, and it tells you how to do original ones. So it's sending it to the printer right now. I don't know where it comes out. Oh, me? Oh, yay! Oh, I love that, Alphonse. I'd love it if you could share it either on social media or in the Discord channel. The data transmission is complete. Okay. All right, it's cleaning the print heads. Oh, it's cleaning. So, okay. So after, you know, Alphonse, sometimes our body tells us what we need to do. Right? Like, sometimes that's what you got to do. Hi, bro. You want to come up and say hi while we're doing this? Hi. You are very, very affectionate in a way that is overwhelming sometimes, and your nose is really see-through tonight. You have like a fan club, bro. Hi, come in. No, over here. Over. Hi. Yes. You say hello. Those big old paws. Oh, you get the big tail wags. You're such a good boy. He'll just lick me forever if I let him. Okay, get down. Good boy. All right, fabric roll jam. Da 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 da. Open the back cover A and continue using the machine with the cover open until instructed otherwise. Okay. Done. Remove tray 2. Okay. Rotate the roll to remove rotate roll to remove fabric roll. Done. If the fabric edge is folded, bent, or cut it. Okay, it's not. So we're good. Set fabric roll. Rotate the fabric roll and feed the end out to the fabric. Okay. Done. Make sure the end of the fabric touches the edge of the tray. Done. Adjust the paper with guides. Done, because it's as wide as it goes. Close the back cover A. Done. And then install this again. And then press stop. Okay. Hey, Recycled Rainbow, how are you? It's nice to see you, by the way. We are playing with a Print Moda Studio Brother fabric printer. So I'm very excited to see how it goes. I picked a project from their project list. It is dog fabrics with dogs all over it. They're wearing hats and little neck things. So we'll see how that goes. I have to hit print again, I guess. I get it. Hey, Alphonse, we love to see you when you can be here, if you can be here, right? No expectations. I understand how it goes. But we would love to see you more if you have the time. I'm really excited about what the... Oh my gosh! And it cut it? Oh. I'm going to show you on the other camera. I have to let it dry for like 15 minutes before I can do anything, but holy shnikes. It's super fast. We just printed that. I just thought of the best use for this ever. Okay, so you know when we do fundraisers, or maybe we don't even have to do it as a fundraiser anymore, we can just do it anytime, and you all will do something that triggers I will draw something that you say. We can take that drawing and make it an item. And then once we print out the fabric, we're playing with a fabric printer tonight. Patrick, hello, I can't wait to see you. Once we get like a drawing, I can print out the fabric and make something for someone out of it. Like make something out of it. Right? Alphonse, thank you for gifting that sub. Thank you. Getting us going with our sub goal tonight. I appreciate you, Alphonse. Enjoy your gift sub, Patrick. Yes, I was generously lent a fabric printer by our local sewing and vacuum shop. And this is our first test print off the printer. I mean, look at the quality of that. Like, I'm impressed. I'm very impressed. And I can do 11. I can do a different length, right? So I don't have to do just this one like paper. This cut, right? It's on a roll, so it can do longer fabric. Right? Always heckin' puppers when you have a chance. I am enamored by that thing. I printed one damn thing, and now I'm like, the possibilities. I also love this shirt, but it doesn't stay even on my boobs, and I don't know what to do with that. It feels great. Like, the fabric itself feels nice. It's thin, so it'll definitely need to be interfaced, right? It's definitely a thin woven cotton, right? Like... And it's got, so this is a plastic backing. You wait 15 minutes for this to dry, and then you take it off, and then you set it with an iron. But yeah. there's no odor, right? Which, not that like that would be bad with like a light odor, but also if you look at if you look at the sample that it tells you, like here's the picture, right? Not the best way to show you, but then also this, it's real close. And the quality of the print is like that's, I have no complaints about that. None. And it's soft. It's not rough or anything. Interesting. I bet you could do that in there. I don't know that I mean, that one's not mine, so I wouldn't. But that's interesting. Just heads up too, it says like that I can't use that for commercial purposes. That's actually not binding as far as I know, but I'm not a lawyer, so definitely don't take me up on that. You can, when you print, you can change the print quality. You can add a positioning mark for cutting. For embroidery, you can add a positioning mark for embroidery. You can tell whether to cut or not. It has instructions on how to hand wash the fabric after printing. So it is hand wash, not, which makes sense, right? Now let's look at this. Print data other than templates. Follow the instructions below to create an original print data with patterns other than the printed templates. Tap the plus at the bottom of the home screen. Select print pattern or metric pattern, design editor. Fabric roll, A4. Oh. Wait, camera roll, allow full access. Select albums, favorites. I should have, oh, I could make packet fabric. Do I not have my Wookie Cookie downloaded? Oh, we're gonna fix that. It is my, Bevan, it is. That's what it feels like. It's my own personal spoonflower. Let me download the Wookie Cookie. Hey, Crescent Pluto, you used a fabric printer in college that had really thin like chiffon. Oh my gosh, that's so pretty. I wonder if there's other fabrics that you can get, brother. Fabric printer. By the way, it looks like this retails for $1,000. I did not talk about how much it cost. Printmoto Studio fabric printer. Fabric printer. Where? Fabric roll options. Also, welcome Crescent and Bevan. Printable cotton fabric. Between this and the sublimation printer, though, we're like all but unstoppable, right? So for 5.5 yards, it's $100. Print and cotton fabric roll. Which, I mean, is not inexpensive, but it's also not like cost prohibitive for 5 yards of fabric that's custom printed, whatever you want, right? Also, I'm sure that's the Brother branded. I'm sure that there would be I'm sure that there'll be other things that you can get eventually. Project book. Okay. So yeah, so right now it looks like it's just the cotton that Brother sells. But I'm telling you, like this is not this. Also, if you buy it through the shop that lent me this machine right now, you get a free fabric roll. So it's like $100 that they give you a free fabric roll with it. Well, I'm glad you caught the stream too. It's nice to see you. Names are, I'm looking at your profile. Just see if I can jog my memory. October seems like a million years ago. No, I definitely recognize you. I do. Yay. Well, I'm glad you're here. You know, I would expect it to be more as well, right? Because honestly, to get 5 yards of fabric from Spoonflower is going to be the same price plus shipping, right? And I can't just say, oh, I only need this. I only need that, right? Like it's kind of stunning. We're going to see, I wish I had this, I didn't realize it was going to be a phone app. I thought it was going to be a web app. So I don't have anything set up to show you me creating the thing. But I'll show you, excuse me, as I can. So let me download our emote. We're going to do our Wookiee cookie because, you know, why not? He's our main man. Let's get some cookies in the chat. Save image. And then let's see, all photos. Recent. Is he gonna download as like, oh my gosh. What's the date on this cookie? 5 years ago. So that was 2018. It's going to go all the way back to freaking 2018 because it's going to save it with that. No, it didn't. Yay! I thought it was going to do something different because it's done that to me before, and that's a big kick in the pants. Let's do the background in blue and then do a pattern on it. Image. All photos, recents. Here we go. Make patterns. Fabric roll. Image. Oh shoot, am I gonna have to take I'm gonna have to take the background off of it. Studio. Sorry. I know this is compelling content, but stick with me. I think that we got something here. We have our cookie. Oh, he is transparent. Oh. 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 That's not it. I mean, I kind of like that, but, no. Don't do that. Show more. How about you just give me the whole cookie? That's not it. We're not gonna. Hard pass. Okay, so put a blue background. Image. Done. Change size. No, I want the cookie effect. Can you? Okay. Okay, so what's going to have to happen is I will have to design something that fits on this paper, like that I can put on this paper. So like an A4, dimensions for an A4, I can do that really quickly. Dimensions for A4 paper. In studio, choose size, in pixels. in pixels. 240 by 3508. And I actually need that to go the other way. There we go. So, yep, okay. So take this, and is there a way that I can just... Graphics, no. Can I just, like, do it over and over again? Like, repeat it? Or are you going to make me do a pattern? Hold on. I think I can actually do that. Oh, wait. No, I already have one. Delete. Camera roll. It's from a while ago. But I made like a phone background. I wonder if I can just pull that in. How water resistant is it? That's going to be a test that we do off stream for sure. It does say that, so following the instructions below when hand washing the fabric, soak and hand wash the fabric for about 10 minutes with enough water to submerge it. So it sounds like it's pretty waterproof. Carefully drain off the water, then lay flat to air dry. Wringing the fabric may cause wrinkles or distort the pattern. Use an iron set between low and medium to smooth out wrinkles. So it sounds like, yeah, that you can... Don't place. Okay, interesting. Hold on. Wash your printed fabric gently by hand using a mild detergent. Printed fabrics will fade with washing. Ironing is only needed if you want to smooth wrinkles. It's specially treated to absorb inks. Be aware that fabrics will trap and absorb loose inks in your wash water, much like any color catcher. Do not wash this fabric with other materials. When printing fabrics for projects that are often in direct contact with your hands, such as bags and pouches, affix a laminating sheet, sold separately, to the printed fabric before cutting or sewing to minimize color transfer. Before affixing the laminating sheet, peel the backing film from the fabric. Blah, blah. Interesting. Okay. Like all technologies, I'm sure it will improve with time. But so, I mean, honestly, spoonflower fabric isn't a whole lot different than that, right? Like it doesn't really, it transfers sometimes and it can be a butt like that. So hold on, let me see if I can find the pattern that I made and we'll do a quick print of that. And if I can't find it, there it is. No, it's not. No, it's not. Okay, hold on. Cancel. Trash that. Go back to studio. I bet you I have it saved as a thing. So Studio is a great app. It's an editing app that I have on my phone and my iPad. If you ever see me do like quick graphics for something and you're like, that was rapid, it comes from here. Okay, but where is the thing I made in here? I have an idea. Can we download that graphic? And then we'll print that out. Okay, put that pattern, that color on it, and then add an image. Hi, Kiner. It would be fun for like little pen bags or box bags or anything like that. Tom, thank you so much for clipping that. I appreciate you. You're awesome. Brody, what are you doing? Done. All right, okay. Save. Test. Print. Test prompt is actually what it said. Test prompt. Because I am good like that. All right, we're going to print it. We're printing it from here. Dual Dragon, hello. How is everybody? Happy Tuesday. We are playing with, you can see me all the way over here. Hello. We are playing with this new fabric printer. It is a Brother HLJF1, which is a really catchy name. Otherwise known as it has a name on the front. It's not that, but. I think I know what you were going to say. Is it something edible? Dual Dragon, good evening. Data transmission is complete. It does sound a little like a droid name. I like it though. I like it a lot. So I have, Dark Sun, I have thought more than once that my dream, like if I had all the money in the world, I would open up a a combination fabric book tea shop that also sold board games. And you could play D&D there, and you could do... Oh, I'm unstoppable. I am officially unflippin' stoppable. And so that, like, basically all of my... And I could just create while people shopped. I'm sorry you're sick. I'm a little sick, too. It's no bueno. So, Dark Sun, we can just go into business together. Like, so I am unstoppable. I can put that in like a bag, like a panel on a bag. I love it so much. I love that butcher baker candlestick maker. That's I love that too. So yeah, we're gonna have a lot of fun with this. I don't know how long I get to keep it, but we're going to hold on to it as long as we can. We're going to print all the freaking things. All the things that we can. Right? Like I was, that's why I picked this. I thought that the black was not going to be as saturated. I mean, it definitely, I could probably dial it in a little bit, but because at the top there's a couple of like spots, but I don't know that that's not just a fold, right? That saturation is good. Good. I'm pretty pleased with this thing so far. Yes, exactly. So we'll see how it looks in like 15 minutes. I'm pleased. Oh. Verklempt. All right, so we're gonna transfer into like doing some other things while we wait for that to dry. As long as it's not Vanta, what is it? Vanta Black? What's that? What's the black that dude tried to copyright? All right, so we are Vanta. It was Vanta. Anish Kapoor. That's right. Which is so ridiculous. Like, how do you own a color? Come on. Like, that's foolish. Oh, right. Ultra black is blacker. That's right. Have you seen it in real life? I've seen pictures of all that stuff. It just looks so trippy. Ultra black is available to everyone but him. That's my kind of petty. That's my level of petty. So if you're like, what the hell are you doing? I quilted the top of this, the front of this bag. So we're just really tying all the loose ends up, and then we're gonna do a really thin layer of glue to glue the ends down, just so that they're out of the way. And then we're gonna do the other one. This just makes it so that they're not gonna fall out. They're probably not anyway, but better safe than sorry. There's a Facebook group I'm in called I Dream of Being This Petty, which sounds like that belongs. The Indianapolis Art Museum had a chemistry of color exhibit. Wow, on a crumpled up piece of aluminum foil it looked like that? That's impressive. Wow. Art's a wonderful thing. Do you smell anything? Could you go check upstairs? Make sure the kids haven't burned down the house. Thank you. I appreciate you. Right? We love art. We also love art by their new name, Tom. Hey, Brian, what's going on? What, crumpled up tin aluminum foil, Brian? Did Switch? Oh, Twitch did not. So this was a TwitchCon gift. Like, that was the TwitchCon partner gift. Hey, Zozo. Do you know what that is on the table?
What is it?
It's a fabric printer.
Like it prints on fabric?
Yes. So I have samples of it on my desk right here. So you can give me an image, unhinged as it may be. And
Is that on fabric?
that's fabric, yeah.
Whoa.
I mean, we peel the back off once it's done. Like, this one's probably ready. Oh, staring into the void, yeah.
And then it's sticky
It's not sticky. It's just fabric
that you can sew onto anything?
that you can sew onto things, yeah. It's thin, so you have to put, like, interfacing on the back of it, right? But,
Is it Bluetooth or something?
oh, that's Wi-Fi. Oh my gosh, it's really soft.
Would you put this on a blanket?
Maybe. Don't put it in your mouth. Why do
I
you
didn't
immediately
actually
have
do
to?
that.
I know, but why do you immediately want to put things in your mouth?
Because it's funny.
I bet you I could, but then I just crumpled it up.
So it's like paper, but fabric?
Yeah. Yeah. Isn't that cool?
Can you like sew it?
Yes. You just asked that, and I just said yes.
What's this?
That is, you made that.
Oh, it's the bag.
Yeah. What's this? Picks up something they made. Is it underwear soft? You know? What do you think?
Why would you want to make underwear out of it?
Why wouldn't you want to make underwear out of this? Yeah, I would wear that.
What's the point of custom underwear?
What's the point of custom underwear? It's fun.
Well, like, what's the point of no one's gonna see it.
I'll see it. I want my own underwear to be fun.
Like, no one else is gonna see
First of all, I have a husband, so yes, he'll see it. Look at the look on their face. Look at this. Look at this face. Andrew sees my underwear. It's a thing that happens. I am his wife. He is my husband.
it. Have you ever seen Birdie yawn?
Yes, I've seen Brody yawn.
How many times?
Have kids, they said. Countless. I don't have a counter. I don't have a Brody yawn counter. Do you?
You get a jar, and every time Birdie yawns, you put $1 in it.
Why don't you put $1 in the jar every time Brody yawns?
Or like every time one of us sees the dog yawn.
Isn't there an app? I mean, yes, I do.
A dog yawn counter app?
No, one that says have kid. There's an abbreviation. There's a command in the channel that when I say that someone can trigger when I say have kids, they said, and it responds and says it'll be fun. They said.
Wait, can you do that when you don't say that though?
Yeah, anyone can trigger the command.
So I could just do that like anytime you
Yes.
say that?
Yes.
Do I do the spam again?
You could spam it, but then I would probably put you on timeout.
Then I could just make another account.
And I have very good mods that would just continue to. And if I ban you from the channel, it IP bans you, like any other.
Use a VPN.
Oh my gosh! Do you hear this person like going through all the devious ways they would get around my the ban evasion? Oh, Alphonse, did that not work? Let me see.
Is that rainbow thread on there?
That is rainbow thread.
I would.
I know you would.
That is sewing machine. That is a 3. And that is you.
Wow.
Does this say space? Aim. Good? Gone. Oh, this is space ain't
Because
gone. I thought that said space aim.
I don't even know what's going on. I forgot about that sound. Okay. Wouldn't the IP? It's not really an IP ban. They ban you for if you. I think it's the same email address. Like if you use the same email address, they ban the email address. Did you put your laundry away yet?
Well, I took it out the dryer.
You put yeah. Okay, that's step 1. But did you put it away? Go put it away.
I didn't say I
Moonwalk your way back upstairs.
didn't.
Go upstairs and put your dang laundry away. Don't give me the pouts like I'm going to respond to that. You want me to just turn off your internet?
No.
There we go. That there, hitting at their core. Did you hear the response? No. Are you upstairs? I'm going to turn it off if I see your face again without that being done. And they go up the stairs. Victory is mine. Like... Hey, babe. And everyone, by the way. I am also co-streaming to not to TikTok tonight, to YouTube, because the watch hours actually count towards YouTube partnership, which I did not realize until yesterday. So there's really no reason not to broadcast, like co-broadcast some of my streams, right? Not all of them, but you know, like some of them. So if you have the wherewithal, the bandwidth to have another source open, that would be super, super helpful. So I am trying to grow that. We're gonna take tonight's review of that, cut it up, and make a new a video of it, and you know, with me kind of doing some other explaining and showing the fabric after the fact and stuff like that. Hey Malfunct, how are you, friend? It's good to see you. Happy Tuesday. So yesterday, my cousin actually flew into town, had a layover, like a little less than a day. So they came over and we got to hang out for a while. That was really nice. Got to meet their boyfriend, and it was nice. I hadn't seen them for probably about 5 years. Last time they came through Denver. So that was really sweet. So we got to do that, and Brody was kind of obnoxious. I did not snooze the ad, but did a mod snooze that ad? Loaded up Christmas colored filaments in your AMS, started that nice. I need to do that. So Malfunct, I might take you up on that offer. I need to find the screw. Like, all we really need is the screw for the cutter, and that's the problem. Even with the extra screws they sent, I can't find it in any of the bags. So essentially what's going on, so it's happening right now. The cutter is stuck, it says, because what happened was when I put the cutter back on, there's a little metal post that knocks the cutter out and it naturally comes back in. I put it on this side, so the cutter doesn't come out. Like, I can pull it out and it's fine. It'll print for like 55% done until it needs to use the cutter, and then like it needs to use it now. So I'm gonna have to go over there and just flip. All I have to do is flip it out, and it's fine. I shored up the tube. I checked there was no issue with the tube. But like the angle it was going in was weird, so I was able to fix that. So that's working again. But like I just flipped it out, hit start, and blah blah blah. It's working. Didn't touch it. As in you. Okay. The bigger thing you need to do is boot up your old computer, deactivate the CAD software so you can make. Oh yay! Are you gonna make it in a laser cutting format? I'd love to be able to do that. We were playing with a fabric printer earlier in the stream. We printed 2 fabrics on it after we got it all set up and out of the box. That's kind of what I did. I actually took a rubber band and I tied it around the tube and I put it underneath one of the feet of the AMS to keep it angled. It works great. A multicolored. That's what I'm doing. I'm doing a multicolored 3D print right now. Oh, you're talking about for the cat. Gotcha. We're doing another one of the panel I showed yesterday. Stuck right at the hot end. Gotcha. Yeah, mine's getting stuck going into the back. Like down right out of the AMS. So it's heating back up. It should restart in a second. Good. You don't have. Gotcha. Oh yeah, because on after Friday you're out for the whole rest of the year, right? I love that for you. Yay. So we are almost done knotting all the ones that we need to knot on this. I don't have to do the bottom ones. Just have to trim them a little shorter. A little haircut. Get them all cut. I don't know if any of you are as chronically online as I am. Tom, perhaps, when it comes to TikTok, but there's like a new drama going around TikTok tonight, which is kind of amazing. Yeah, it's basically, okay, yeah. So it's in the F around and find out category, right? These kids, college kids, right? And I call them kids because they were acting like idiots. That's not a nice thing to say. They were not acting, they were acting they weren't acting right. So someone was in line for a ride at Disney, Soarin', and one girl got in line and then was joined by like 6 of her friends. Your favorite drama type, right? Yeah, no. As long as it's not my drama, I don't really care. And because I can engage at a level that makes me comfortable or not at all, which is my favorite part. So the people, so this girl got in line ahead of them, like, and all these people like walked in front of them to presumably catch up with this one girl out of a group of like 8 people. So this guy took umbrage with it. Would I have said something? Maybe. But I
put my clothes away.
Okay, thank you. Good job. I won't turn off your...
a bag.
Huh?
You're making a bag.
I am making a bag. I don't know that I would have said something since their friend was there, but the guy wasn't super rude or anything. He was just like, hey, that's not cool, right? And these kids went ape shit. Like, they were like, just, it was merciless. Like, slurs, and like, it was awful. And like, one of the kids, can you play with him upstairs? Thank you. One of the kids was like, you're like, I make more money than you ever will, blah, 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 and I'm only 21. And he's like, you're probably watching me every Sunday play football at University of Central Florida, blah, 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 right? And so he says to the dude, like, this is the F around and find out part. He says to the guy, Google me. So the guy's filming him, right? Google me, like all aggressive. So the internet did its job. Oh, as soon as they got to the front where the cast members were, they got escorted off the ride. They did not ride the ride. And hopefully they were escorted from the park. And so the dude was like, Google me, blah, blah, blah. I make all this money. So the internet did its job and found him. And University of Central Florida was basically like, where was it? It was, because he was literally just being like a shitlord about it. And it was beautiful, the reaction. from, where was it? I'll show you. This is a Disney influencer called Sean in Orlando. He's one of my favorites because he doesn't take any grief. Like, he's good. What do you mean something went wrong? Here we go. The individual in this video on TikTok is not a member of our football team and never has been. UCF. Like, and so people found his TikTok account, people found his, like, all of their social media accounts, his especially, right? Because he was the loudest. But, dude, don't yell Google me at a guy that you think has no clout. Because they were like, I got clout. Do you got clout? Blah, blah, blah. Like, clout was a big thing for him. And all his videos on TikTok are lifting, by the way. A surprise to no one. You dared the internet because you thought that you were going to be able to F around and no one would find out. Instead, the opposite has happened. You, in fact, are finding out hard. Very, very hard. His videos are, like, ratioed. It just keeps auto-snoozing. That's so weird. It's not going to do it next time. Straighten up and fly, right? You should. Right? Like, he completely... Yes, there's a stitch with that. Oh, I was going to say I'd give you the first one. But, yeah, same, Dark Sun. I got to take TikTok in doses as well. Right! Exactly. You could also... You find his mugshot. His mugshot. Like, dude, was this wise? Was this really wise of you to do? Like, you thought... that you were, like, this guy is kind of like, I don't know, kind of a nerdy guy, the person who did the video. He runs a TikTok account called Theme Park Vibes, right? It's literally just random stuff. Not big at all, but oh, did this peel off. But everyone's like, this apology's gonna be good. Where is it? But yeah, they found him in record time. Here's his Insta. He deactivated his TikTok account. I saw it was live earlier. I saw it. But it's all lifting stuff, and all the comments were basically like common L. It was one of those times when the internet comes together for good. And you're just proud of your fellow human. Because normally, I'm not a fan of, you know, exposing people on the internet like that. Like, I get it. If someone's going to be a racist a-hole, yeah, they're probably going to find out who you are. And you have brought that on yourself. But, like, he asked to be identified because he was so confident that this man had no power to retaliate against him. He thought that he was clear because he could bully this person, because this person did not fit the archetype of someone who had power to him. And as such, he underestimated the fact that if something can get a little bit of traction and you've been an asshole, you're screwed. It's funny if you do as he says. Oh, yeah, I already read that. You'd think he'd know better. Right? Like, this is not... It boggles the mind that in this day and age, we still have people acting fools like this when... this shit goes viral at a moment's notice. Like that video, when I saw that video earlier tonight, it had like 100,000 views. It now has 2-point-something million views. And forever now, when you Google that kid's name, this is going to come up. In addition to his mugshot. All right, we got everything tacked down for the most part. Tacked down enough. Similarly, the TA of one of your classes has been dogging your class in her public Twitter. Wow, Patchwork, really? What? Like, why? Why would you do that? Like, things I don't do. I don't talk about my place of employment unless it is genuine and positive, and I only do that on LinkedIn. I try to generally not do anything that would embarrass my employer, whether I do it like even off company time. Like just for the simple reason I'd like to keep my job, but for the more important reason that I try very hard not to be a total and complete shitlord. Like, why? It is so simple to be kind. You don't have to even be nice. Like, they could have said, dude, we're with her, and then turned around and left it at that. And then just ignored him, right? They could have easily done that. And just been like, I need you to stop talking to me, right? Did they? No. They decided that they were going to be like full and complete jackholes. Right? Like, they made a conscious choice to be complete jerks. Yeah, sometimes it's yeah. Let's see. People get bullies and not have the, yeah, absolutely, that don't have the system to fight back. I haven't seen anything. Your feed is just Matt Rife self-destructing. Okay, so I had never heard of Matt Rife until all of this stuff came out, and then I realized I had seen him before. Let's see how this looks now that it's cured. I'm impressed. I'm impressed with this. 100%. Matt Rife was on a show, and I watched him doing something with Zendaya today. Why is he touching her? Absolute grossness. Do not. Yeah, malfunction. I mean, she said in an earlier tweet her profile was for professional career reasons. Yikes, Patchwork. Yikers. That's not good. I mean, it's interesting because as someone who does have a presence on the internet where I have to make posts, and I also am sometimes mildly controversial, right? I have to measure that against, what to do. So it's interesting. Also, by the way, I don't know if you all have seen it. Have you all seen Twitch Stories? Which is really cool. I posted my thing in it if you look at the mobile thing. Life's tough when you're Tisket. Yeah, that it is true. But you know what? They don't always know. They don't always know. But I think I think they are also just not emotionally smart. Like, I would, yeah. Yeah, kind of right. I had only seen him through TikTok clips before this special. He's not good. Yeah, it's just he's giving I don't know what to say, and for some reason I said a bunch of words that made 4 people laugh, so I think that 4 million people will laugh now. Oh, they're not? But then again, I see people in my feed, and this is the thing too. Real quick, and then I'm going to sew. Social media, especially when you're in like an X Twitter, like, which is funny to say because of X now and Twitter. If you're in like streamer Twitter, for example, if you're on streamer Twitter, you saw yesterday there was a big Palestinian, pro-Palestinian strike that went on, and a lot of people didn't go live, including myself. If you look at my Facebook feed, though, not only did I see none of it, there's not a lot of pro-Palestine sentiment there. But from my view, there's a lot of it in general. But that's not the case generally. And so we get in this bubble, right? Like, the amount of my friends who still think who have no idea that J.K. Rowling's a horrible person, allegedly, in my opinion, right? There are people who don't believe that that's the thing. Because they don't know, they don't have the information to make an informed decision about her recent behavior. They just know that she's this self-made woman who wrote Harry Potter. They don't know that she has a history of tweets that are awful, in my opinion. And I'm very careful because she has gone after people by retweeting what I view as going after people by retweeting opinions that get a lot of hate and a lot of negative attention. And I don't put it past that she could come in here and make a big deal about something, even someone little like me, right? So very clear that allegedly, right? None of this is fact or proven. It is alleged. Sometimes it is, Tisket. It's true. But I don't disagree. I think sometimes it is. I think, though, oftentimes we substitute mean behavior with assuming the person isn't smart enough to know better. And that's not always the case either. Someone handed you a subpoena, told you to figure out how to send it to legal T while you do that. Someone told you. Yikes! Well, I mean, yeah. If you're doing the right thing, though, Alphonse, it should be all good in the end. A self-made woman who had a grant to write that first book. Which, I missed what that's about, Brian. You had to point out how stifled pro-Palestine sentiment is over here when you're talking to your mother about it the other day. Correct, Kyrie. In my circles, there's a lot, but outside it, there's not. Like I was talking to my mom, when Henry Kissinger died, I was talking to my mom, and she's like, oh, that's too bad. And I was like, what? And she had no idea. No idea about any of the horrible shit that he's done. You know, so it's interesting that it when we think about these things, we are really in a bubble a lot of the times. Weaponized incompetence is a big thing to skit, and you're not wrong. Like, weaponized incompetence is in many ways worse to me than actual incompetence, because it's more purposeful, right? Like, these are people who are doing this on purpose, in my opinion. And I have lived and seen enough weaponized incompetence in my life that it's pretty intolerable for me. Like, in general, like that, it's one of my it's a huge pet peeve, as it should be for everyone, right? And I think it's part of why I know, like, so my husband is a delightful human, and this is not going the way you might think, babe. is a delightful human who likes to do a lot of things for me, right? And I worry sometimes that I depend on him too much because he wants to do these things for me. And I don't want it to ever turn into like a weaponized incompetence situation, right? I didn't realize he was still alive either, Sandra, right? I was quite shocked. Oh, in between writing and publication of the Sorcerer's Stone, she got a non-substantial grant from the... Oh, interesting. See, I didn't realize that. I did not realize that. See, it's interesting when that stuff comes out. It's just like you get told this narrative that turns out to be not true. He is a delightful human being, and I am glad. As are you, right? While we're on that topic, I'm glad to call you friend as well. But Nurble, I am very blessed to have this man in my life, right? And I don't ever want him to feel taken advantage of. But he will do everything for me if I let him. In a good way. Right? But still everything. And some people would not complain about that. And I'm not complaining. Don't get me wrong. Like, there's no complaining. However, I don't want him to feel obliged ever. And I know he doesn't. I worry that that's how it turns into weaponized incompetence, right? That I start subconsciously leaving things for him to do, which I never want to do because I know he'll do it, right? Like, I don't ever want to get there. And I know being conscious of it is half the battle. I just want to make sure I fight the other half too. See, and the thing is with getting that grant, like I had no idea. But the narrative is always, sitting in the coffee shop or in the hotel room with not a, 2 coins to rub together and self-made, blah, blah, blah. Like, I would love a grant to write a book. I have book ideas. And I think they're not bad. But am I going to get one? Hell no. I see people in the spaces I'm in who have to work half as hard to get twice as much because they don't look like me. And that sucks. Plain and simple. It completely sucks. However, what can I do about it? I can do nothing about it except for there's no point in complaining. Because what does complaining do? It's taken time away from the work I know I have to do to get where I want to be. Right? So I do my best to persevere. And I am very lucky to have an amazing community of people here that supports me and and that is this community's heart. And I'm very lucky to have you all around. Same thing. Give me that grant. And I don't begrudge anyone a grant. I just don't like the path she took after she got it. Hey, Rainbow Phoenix, how are you? You don't want to go backwards, do you? That's right. We're going to tie some of these as we're doing it, because it's just going to save. I thought it was going to save time doing it all at the end. Incorrect. It's really tough when horrible people manage to make something beloved before the world finds out they're horrible. 100%. 100%. And I see it across every genre, right? I see it in this space, right? People who I see, like, people like falling over themselves to be in their circle. And then the side I see of them is so different, right? The information I have about them is so different. But I don't, it's not my job to say, like, so-and-so is an awful person, right? If there's a danger, yes, absolutely, right? Like, I'm never gonna not protect people, no matter the social capital I have to lose. However, it's not my job to educate everybody on someone who's just kind of a piece of shit, right? If I'm not asked, right? Like, I'm not gonna. It's not my job to be like the tattletale. Like, hey, just everyone knows this person is terrible. But if I'm asked, I will tell you what I know. Because I would say it in front of them. Right? The amount of white lies I find in the streamer space, for not everybody, right? It's not systemic. But for specific streamers, sometimes it is. And I'm just like, oof, I would always rather, just don't say anything. If you feel like you have to say a white lie, just don't say anything, right? And I'm not talking about hyperbole, right? Everybody can be hyperbolic. I'm talking about people who are literally, like, lying. Don't do it. Anyway, we are talking about, I was mentioning the author of a popular children's book about wizards, and how everybody looks at them like a self-made person, where apparently, what I didn't know, is that they got a grant when they were starting out, even with their first book, to help them financially, which, again, I'm super glad. Not necessarily now, because they are not the greatest of people, but, you know, we want people to be able to create art, sorry about that with the camera, right? In a more comfortable setting. We want that for them. They take way too much time, Alphonse. Like, why bother? Why bother? I don't get it. Grants for the arts are absolutely wonderful. Agreed. And hopefully, only wonderful people will get them. But we know that's not the truth. That's not the truth of it. That's not how life works, right? Like, sometimes, as I think it was Malfunct that said it, sometimes before people show their true colors, we invest in them, right? Especially if they've made something that resonates with us, right? And I don't blame anyone who still reads her books. I know it's easy to do so. It's easy to judge. It's easy to say, well, you know, blah. But there's an emotional attachment there that is not easily broken for some people, right? And I don't want to, I am not going to police how people react to traumatic events, right? Like, and it's hard too, right? Like, because like during Black Lives Matter, there were really huge influencers who are very respected that said nothing, right? And I definitely judged them for it, right? But then again, there are people, when it comes to, like, for example, the Palestinian conflict, there's someone I had to just unfollow and block on Instagram because who used to be in this community a long time ago. They haven't stopped by in like 5 years, so it's not anyone that I think people would know. But because he was basically like, if you're not just nonstop posting about this, you hate everyone. You're a horrible person. And I was like, I actually felt compelled to write it. I'm like, look, there's like, I think it's the Sudan and Congo, like there's other genocides happening, and I don't see the same energy for those. Like, right, like if you're gonna demand that people take actions on every single social media platform, right? Like this is on Instagram. Like I post on Twitter about it, but Instagram's not where I do that. It's not, and it doesn't have to be. Right? But he was demanding it, like in a way. And I knew that I was one of the people who was talking about, because I saw him post something and I clicked on his profile and I saw that I was still Facebook friends with him and was like, oh. And then right after he posted that, I noticed I wasn't. And I was like, you don't, if you are trying to guilt people into doing something, you're part of the fucking problem. Right? Like, some people have very good reasons for not speaking up very loudly about things. They really do. And they're valid, and they're not mine to explore or to defend, right? I have reasons for not being louder and more out there about it. And they're what I think are very good reasons. And that's mine to own, and only mine. Do I do things that in that space to try to make positive change? I hope I do. But like, we should not be badgering people to do this. Like, this person was posting pictures, like when I looked, like one of the things that where I was like going to unfriend them was like posting pictures of like injured children. Yes, there's children being hurt and it's awful. And I know this. I do not need to look at the pictures of it. I'm not going to look away from the whole conflict. Like, I don't subscribe to the whole, you know, take the weekend off from this. Yeah, they don't have the option of doing that. However, at the same time, I don't want people to sacrifice their own mental health for this either. Right? Like, you have to be a healthy person. Example, somebody once gave me grief about not going to a funeral. It was for a child. And I was like, I can't take it. It will become about me being unable to be there. And someone was like, that's really a selfish viewpoint. And I'm like, how is it selfish? By understanding who I am and my state, where I am in life, and like being there for the mother in different ways, but not putting my own mental health at risk. I don't know. I feel like that's the wise move. That's the smart thing to do. Right? And they disagreed, which, I mean, they were a terrible person anyway, but I that's fine. You're welcome to disagree. Right? But I am going to, you cannot pour from an empty cup. Period. Doesn't matter what the issue is. You cannot pour from an empty cup. You need to clear your bookcase a bit. Yeah. I still have to sell that fabric. Let me catch up with chat a little bit. You went to England last month. Ooh, fun, Tisket. There's a place called The Shambles in York that was really awesome and also known as Diagon Alley. Turns out it's a dressed up real place and not just a set. Interesting. I did not know that. I haven't been to London in a long time. Been over to England in a long time. I hope you had a good trip, though. I think there are times when you shouldn't be talking about topics of this sort and instead should just support the voices who should be talking. Exactly. That's the thing. I'm doing a lot of retweeting Malfunct because I want to elevate the voices that are talking about it in a way that I consider much more important than anything I can say. Right? Like, I want to elevate those voices. And that's why a platform like Twitter, in this case, is for me, a much better place to do that elevation because it's made for that. You can't retweet something on Instagram. You can't regram something, no matter how many times they've tried to make that a thing. Like, you can't do it. There's no regramming. It doesn't work. You can't browbeat someone into being your particular definition of good person. Well, that's the other thing too. Like, what does a good person make? Like, how much activism is enough, right? Because some people yesterday were like, I'm not going to stream, right? Great. And then others were like, I'm not going to stream and I'm not going to post on social media, which I didn't even see until after I started posting on social media. That's fine for them. Great. That's how you interpret it. Then I saw people who were doing that, who were then browbeating people who posted like their Twitch recap. Right? Like, no, that's not it. That's not it. Stop. No, just stop. Right? Like, you do not have a leg to stand on. You are not responsible for the activism of other people. And you do not inspire anyone to join your cause by shaming the mob. Was ridiculous. You just saw someone you follow get told off in a comment for not talking about Palestine. Her whole account is comedy, mostly about Gen X, not world news or politics. Something you can't put. Yes, yeah, exactly, Kaineray. Exactly. Rainbow Phoenix, I agree. I am very numb. Like, my husband can't watch any 9/11 footage, whereas I have to. When the anniversary comes around, I feel compelled to relive it. Because it makes me feel something about the events, and it's the only thing that makes me feel something about the events. When people talk about it on the regular, I'm very cold about it. And so watching the footage is like a weird therapy for me. And not footage that is like of people injuring them, like not the most horrible of the footage, but like all the news footage and like reliving that day. It's kind of like when I think of it akin to like when I watch the Titanic and wish that the boat, like maybe it'll end differently this time, right? Where my brain needs that kind of therapy, like hope, like to process what happened still 22 years later, right? And I feel like some of this stuff I'm avoiding on purpose because it is so traumatic for me. And I have that privilege and I'm very lucky. So I try to give back in other ways. Exactly, Brian. I could not make it through that funeral. There was no way. And this person, I mean, granted, this person was also trying to sleep with my ex-husband, so there's that too. But yeah, you had a wonderful trip, but you never knew you could be homesick for a place you only visited once. You know, I feel like that about England. I haven't been since 1998, and I still feel like that about England. Nice Fearin reference. Bevan, when I say, by the way, now I know exactly who you are. When I say don't shame the mob all the time, it is one of the biggest. I used to play an online role-playing game called Fearin. I've talked about it many times on stream. But there was something that we used to say on the Wizard staff all the time, and like we lived by it. Don't shame the mob. If a political leader in that game like came out and shamed the mob, it was like all hands on deck. The crowd's gonna react, and it's not gonna be good. I feel like that's the same when it comes to people in general. If you shame people for doing things en masse, like, right? Like, you can shame a person for doing something, right? And there's, of course, exceptions to every rule, right? Like, please shame Nazis. Please, 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 please. But in general, if you're shaming the mob, they're not going to do what you want them to do. They're going to, because of the way human nature works, they're going to rebel. And then you have lost ground. Communication and getting your message across and getting people to your side is an art. And too many people take it for granted that you should just be able to say, well, you should do the right thing. And the right thing will happen, right? And that's not what happens. Thanks for that follow. I'm trying to see who that was. Cute Ice Baby Master Game. Thanks for the follow. Thanks for the follow. That's a long name. You definitely feel that about England too? Yes, I feel that about England all the time. Do you know, Bevan, that on when I went on the Star Cruiser in September, there were 5 Fearonites on there in 3 different groups of people. 5 Fearonites. It was Yolanda, Bannock, me, and Yolanda's 2, I think it was Yolanda. Not Yolanda. Yasmina? whoever the really popular Y named character was, and her 2 children, and then Bannock, and then me. Like, what the hell? Like, so weird. Hey, kittens, the fabric printer's great. Hold on. I'll take a break from quilting and show you all the fabric printer again. So fabric printer's great. Oh, I need to change the white balance on that camera. Welcome. I do like your name. It was just a lot to read on my phone. Here is the fabric printer. It is large and in charge. It is a big mamma jamma. Like, whoa. It retails for $14.99. It usually you can get it for $1,000. The paper is about $100 a roll for like 12 yards, which is pretty generous. The paper, it's fabric, it's cotton, it's got some wash instructions, but this is what the machine looks like. It's just a big ass printer with a tray on the bottom that has a place for a roll of fabric, right? And it's cotton fabric. And then here's what it looks like. We printed out a couple different things. Yeah, it is a hefty boy, right? This was the first fabric sample we printed out. I picked one from the archives that they had, you know, dogs wearing things, a perennial favorite of mine. And then the second thing was this. Look at that saturation for the black. Like, whoa. 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 So, if anyone's interested in buying one, I have the hookup. I can give you a link. The place that I work with is my local fabric shop, my local sewing shop, Rocky Mountain Sewing and Vacuum. They will ship nationwide for free. I think over, which that printer would be, over a certain amount. So if you would like their information, if you're interested in buying it, let me know. Free shipping over $100. So it would be free. And it comes with a free roll of fabric. The 11, oh, sorry, it's 12 by 5.5 yards for 100. Yeah. So I'm a big fan of it. I think, and it setup was a little bit wonky, but after I got it up and working, actually after I really stopped looking at the instructions, it worked really well. So love it. Absolutely love it. So I don't know how long I get to use it, but I'm super stoked. And I'm going to use it as long as they let me. They didn't give us, he just told them to give it to me. And I was like, but we're going to be doing a lot of work with Rocky Mountain Sewing and Vacuum, as well as Burnett, where I'm working with them both. I'm really happy to have this kind of triangular partnership between myself, the sewing store, and Burnett. And excuse me, there will be a way for you to shop at their store for anything, not just the Burnett machines, anything they sell. But sewing machines would be the Burnett stuff. But for other, like, sewing cabinets, they have great sewing cabinets. All my embroidery machine cabinets I've gotten from them. This is the main store that I've worked with for years, right? I have worked with them, like, on a personal level. I've bought 2 embroidery machines there. I bought the Janome there. I bought 2 big tables there. I bought my brother's scan and cut there. I love them. So to have the opportunity to work with them is really super, super great. And I really am happy to be doing it. So, did you really live there, Dark Sun? That's awesome. It is a hefty boy. It will be interesting to learn how durable the print turns out to be. Yes. I'm gonna wash the black one. I'm gonna wash both of these using the instructions that are given here. We will hand wash them. It's hand washing, but we will wash them tonight. So I have a video that I'm also live streaming to YouTube currently. we're going to take parts of that video from our unboxing and make a whole separate video that includes a review of the product that will include the washing results of the fabric. So you turned 10 on the flight over to the UK. That's so cool. I mean, there's a chance that it's mine. TBH. But just in the case that it isn't, we are gonna print out all the things. All the things. I found my ambassador hoodie. We were like, where is it? On the chair. This is like the most comfortable hoodie I own. It's so soft. Okay. That's awesome. So one of the things we're going to work on while my mom is here over the holidays is Irish citizenship for her. So my mom has a legal right to Irish citizenship. She simply has to apply for it. Apply for it with her grandparents' birth certificates, which I actually found on Ancestry. So we have them, proving that her grandparents were born in Ireland. One was born in Northern, that's the thing, someone was like, well, what if it's Northern Ireland? Well, we're covered. One's Northern Ireland, one is Ireland. It doesn't matter, actually. They recognize both. But if you are someone with a grandparent that was born in Ireland, you have a legal right to citizenship. So my mom has a legal right to citizenship. So we're gonna get her registered and get her Irish passport. Or even not her passport. We just have to get her registered as an Irish citizen. Once she is, then I have a path to Irish citizenship. So that is the end goal for me. Like, yes, I want to help my mom, but I also want to get citizenship, because once I get Irish citizenship, I will have a passport that allows me to travel freely within the EU. I'll have a passport that allows me to live in a Commonwealth country, any country in the UK. I believe it also covers the Commonwealth. I have to triple check, but I believe it does. And that's places like Australia and New Zealand, where I can just be a permanent resident at any time, right? So when my mom gets here, we are going to go through that process of getting that done. But yeah, if she had done that before I was born, I would also have a legal right to Irish citizenship. But since she didn't, I have to apply and be reviewed. But freedom, exactly. Exactly. I have the opportunity to move to England or to Ireland. I mean, I would most likely move to Ireland. But, I mean, because it's not outside the realm of possibilities, which is really the impetus for doing this, right? We were talking about it in the car on the way home from the airport today. I would absolutely live out of this country at this point in my life. You had a choice of dual citizenship when you turned 18, but you noped out because there's mandatory military service. No, thank you. Nope. I don't blame you. That's a big non-starter. So my goal here with this bag, and I know that this part's going to take a long time, but the assembly of it won't. I meant to do this off stream too, but I forgot. I completely forgot. Actually, no, I didn't forget. It wasn't going to be the plan. So my cousin was here last night, just one night, and we originally were going to have her and her traveling companion sleep upstairs in our loft on that couch, but we were able to get the guest bed down here cleaned off. So we offered them the opportunity to sleep down here with some privacy which, you know, is the better choice. So they slept down here yesterday, so this became their room, the whole basement, because we don't have a door. We don't have walls, right? So it doesn't have a room over where the bed is. So I realized that it meant I couldn't work on anything. I couldn't film anything. I couldn't do anything last night, but sit on the couch and relax, which was really weird, but I enjoyed it. Yeah, malfunction. Agreed. It is finding the lesser of the evils. I think New Zealand sounds like a really great option, but I will say, and we'll see if everybody picks up what I'm putting down, at least for initially, I should consider Ireland. I don't want it to sound like I'm just using them. That would probably not help. I have a friend from college, one of my friends who lived in the same dorm floor as me for 2 years, who moved to Victoria in Australia, and she seems to love it. I would send her Girl Scout cookies, and she would send me, there's a store, like a EB Games style store, Think Geek style store that has some exclusives for bags. So I'm like, I will have it sent to her house and she will ship it to me. So like there's a bag that's Cusco's poison that's only available in Australia. So it's a round bag that the top zips off and the pocket like folds up and looks like the llama, right? It's amazing. It's one of the best bags I own. But you could own, it was an Australian exclusive. So I was able to get it through her, which was amazing. I love it so much. The poison for Cusco. Right. Oh no, relaxing. It was awful. What I should have done is gone through my to-do list and started like writing some YouTube scripts out that are pending and stuff like that. But instead I did not. And that's okay. That's okay. Tomorrow starts our last dopey sim. I'm trying to psych myself up about it. So I'm going to say I'm excited about it. Tomorrow is 3 miles. We're starting it on Wednesday instead of Thursday, like they recommend, because I always started on Thursday, and then Sunday sucks, right? So now we're starting it on Wednesday, so that by Sunday we're done, right? So we're gonna do, and it's gonna be nice on Saturday, so we'll be able to run outside. So we're gonna do 3 miles tomorrow, 5 miles on Thursday, 10 miles on Friday, 20 miles on Saturday. Hey Flank, what's going on? I was just thinking about you. I haven't seen you on, and I actually went to check my settings on your channel to make sure I hadn't missed a broadcast, because I think I have. It's good to see you, friends. One day, maybe you and Mo will get to vacation there. You wouldn't want to do Ireland, the Scottish Highlands for a while now. It's a beautiful place. Yeah, I've been wanting to vacation in Ireland myself. I've never made it over there. I've only been to London and to the southern coast of England, which was absolutely stunning. Like the White Cliffs of Dover area and like down in Dorset. It was absolutely beautiful. But that was 20 plus years ago, so I would like to go back. You tried to emigrate to New Zealand back in the early 2000s. How'd that go? I mean, obviously you didn't, Griffin girl, but because that's, I mean, having that passport is really key for me. What were the challenges in that? By the way, hello, Griffin girl. You did nothing last night, played the Sims. That was the thing too. I was like, oh, I could play the Sims. No, I can't play the Sims because it's down here and they're sleeping down here. Womp womp. I really want to play the Sims, but I'm being good and sewing. It's so good to see you. I'm doing 3 miles more than you are tomorrow. Valid, Flank. How's it going? Your friend just moved back there, and so now you're like, yeah, you have a place to stay when you visit? Nice. Ireland is legit the most green place you've ever seen. Interesting. I mean, that's like the stereotype, but interesting that that holds true. Dover was so pretty, Dark Sun. I loved it. My friend's parents lived in a little nook village called Burton Bradstock, which is, if you look at it on a map, is like a dot, like a little dot. Like you could, it's one of those towns that disappears into like a hole in the ground. Like, so if you're up on a hill, you can look forward and all you see is the church spire. It was surreal to be in that kind of rural London countryside, English countryside, and I loved it. I really did, to be honest. You didn't qualify for any of the jobs Americans could move for. Gotcha. Interesting. But yeah, I mean, Ireland looks like a fun place. Hopefully you get to go, kittens. That would be an awesome vacation. I know that like Rev and Devil and them are thinking of going back, and we are looking into when that, like, depending on when that would be, I would love to go with them. I would have loved to go this year. It just wasn't going to work out. Obviously, because they went and I didn't. This is your off season. Schedule picks back up when the new game launches in March. Gotcha. Okay, good. Just making sure. I didn't want to miss you. I love that you take an off season. That's my favorite. Like, it's so on brand. Like, I admire your commitment. What kind of jobs did Americans qualify for, Griffin Girl, if you don't mind me evaluating this discussion? I am making, if you do ! project, I am making a bag. The design is called Lola. It's a handbag. It's a modified Lola that I'm doing. And it's gonna have rolled handles, and I'm doing a quilted, I'm basically quilting around the pre-printed design that's on the vinyl. There's a foam backing on this piece that we're sewing on via just quilting over these lines. And we've already finished one side. It looks pretty good, if I do say so myself. But I'm excited because I'm trying to try some new techniques. I haven't ever done rolled handles before. I'm excited to kind of perfect it with these bags because I have 2 of them that I'm going. I'll do it 4 times. And then once, if I get it going well, if I feel like I've picked it up, I'm going to make a video for it on how to do it. So, did I get a chance to go through the tunnels in the cliffs? I didn't know. But I'm glad it's going well for you. It's going okay. I am nervous about my simulation week, but I think it's important to do it. I am also a little sick. I have a little head cold, which is not my favorite. You'll like that. I have a little postnasal, but it's not enough that I am concerned about it unless I wake up tomorrow and I'm like sick. That would suck. But I am excited to prove out to myself that I have this race in me. Teachers, plumbers, electricians, engineers. Gotcha. Well, how about that? Well, I mean, it was a good plan. New Zealand's beautiful. The only person I know that's ever lived there, though, like personally know, I was going to say Amanda Palmer lived there, but I don't know her. I did meet her, so I guess I kind of knew her, but not really. Like, that's like parasocial knew her. Was actually little Sia. When I met Sia, Avery lived in New Zealand, so she used to stream at all like funny hours of the day for Americans. So we were playing earlier tonight, Flank. We were playing with a fabric printer. We were able to print out our own fabric. I am trialing it from a local sewing machine shop that I'm working with, and I'm super excited. We printed out some Wookie Cookie fabric, So we'll be making some stuff, custom stuff for the community. I'm excited. Is everybody, the people who are celebrating the holiday, is everybody ready? Like, have people started / finished their holiday shopping? I have not started. I have not started still. Have not done a thing. I put up the tree. We put up the tree. So that's done. I have a bunch of Christmas sewing that I want to get done, but I'm sewing this instead. The person who bought this, who I love dearly, but is out of the country for like another week and a half. So I technically could put this down, but I'm excited to see how it looks when it's done, so I don't want to. So tomorrow night I have to finish filming the printer video and then another, like 2 other things. And then to the point where I have extra shirts down here so I can change my shirt between filming so people don't know it's the same day. And then I just have to, like, I have to finish a bag tomorrow night off stream and then, and film it. And then, yeah, so it's like, plus run 3 miles, plus this, plus that. Because I like to be overtasked, apparently, which is either feast or famine. Nope, all done. You're beyond stress. Well, I'm sorry that you're stressed. It's definitely, I'm dealing with my holiday stress by compartmentalizing and ignoring it. I am, my mom is coming, and my sister is coming in a week. A little over a week. And we don't have the house anywhere near done. I don't even know what car I'm going to use to pick them up in because my new car is not big enough to bring everybody back from the airport in. Additionally, my dad is dead. So I am like trying to process the fact that this is a Christmas without him. And it's funny because I was talking to my cousin last night, or this morning on the way to the airport. I'm like, I know I talk about my dad very matter-of-factly, right? Because that's what helps me, right? Like it helps me to refer to my dad very matter-of-factly. Because if I don't, sometimes I don't, like, he's still on my Find My Friends, and sometimes I look and I'm like, why is his location unavailable? Oh, right, because he's dead. And it's still really surreal. So having this first Christmas is I'm trying to feel my feelings. I actually posted a meme the other day on Facebook about this. Feeling your feelings and talking about them, you know, when it feels like, when it's natural, and like don't not, like, I refuse to not talk about my dad if he comes up naturally in conversation. And I know some people get uncomfortable with it. Some people don't like to talk about death or the dead, and that's fine. But I am definitely gonna talk to him about it. But I'm sorry if anyone's stressed. Oh, you've done the shirt change trick. Nice. One of the few things you have completely handled right now. Oh, I love that for you, Alphonse. No holiday festivities for you. Well, as long as that's what's making you happy, I am all for that, Dark Sun. But if that's not by your choice, I hope you reach out to me because I'd like to talk to you about that. Your father-in-law who lives with you goes in for heart surgery tomorrow. Well, I hope that everything turns out okay with that, sweet. Lots of love for you. Easter right after a grandparent passing. Yeah, it's definitely, it's weird, right? Like in Christmas, I mean, Christmas in everyone's family is a big deal, right? Like, I don't want to minimize anyone else's, but like when it came to Christmas and celebrating, that was when we went to my dad's parents' house. Like, Christmas was every year at my dad's family's house, and it was such a big deal. And the fact, only 2 years ago now, my aunt passed away. Thanks for the follow, by the way. It's right before Christmas, like it's a kick in the pants. And it's been hard to celebrate Christmas since my grandmother died. So now I'm just like, I don't know what to do. Like, I don't know how to reconcile this, right? Like, everyone, all, like, my grandmother and my grandfather were, like, the pinnacles of Christmas celebration for me. Like, that's what Christmas was. Their house, family, like, busting through the walls of the house, basically. And now, all that is gone. And so, how I spent the first 45 years of my life for Christmas has changed dramatically, and I'm still trying to come to terms with that. And then, you know, that happened in 2017, and then my aunt was 2021, and then my dad was this year. So it's like I just, and so in 2017 it was our first Christmas in Denver, right? Because I was thinking about this the other day. I'm like, why has it been so hard? Well, here's why, Misty. 2017 is the year your grandmother died, so that changed the whole paradigm for Christmas. 2017 was also your first Christmas in Colorado, and it was miserable. 2018 was Christmas right after I was separated, but I wasn't allowed to tell anyone. So I was miserable as my family is like playing chummy with not just my ex-husband, but or like at the time my husband, but that no one knows we're separated, but like with another person in my house that I have to, it was a whole big thing. So that was 2018, and then 2019 was also uncomfortable because I was looking for a job and trying to move out, right? And then 2020 was here in the first Christmas in my new house with Andrew, our first Christmas. And that was actually probably the first one I had in a long time that was, you know, not super stressful, right? 2020, but then it was also a global pandemic, so I couldn't even see my family, right? And his, right? And then 2021, same thing. And 2021 was the first year that I had Christmas without the kids on Christmas morning, which was brutal. 2022, my dad had cancer, right? And I just wanted him to make it to Christmas. So it has been, with the exception of 2020, which is still a global pandemic, it has been a string of very difficult Christmases for me. So and that's just me. And I know everybody else has their own stress story with Christmas, and they're all valid. And I'm, you know, I talk about mine in the hopes that it helps somebody to understand that you are not alone if the holidays are stressful for you, if you feel alone, if you feel, right? But I just hope that whatever you feel, you find a way to reconcile it, and find peace, right? And find a new way to celebrate, even if that way to celebrate is that you decide the holiday's no longer for you. Holidays are optional. I know we didn't grow up like that, but celebrating holidays is up to you. You have to be happy. You have to be safe. You have to be cared for. So, well, I hope, sweet, I really hope he's well. Hey, how do you say, is it Il Marias? El Marias? Or so I'm on my phone, so like I can't see very well. So hello, though, regardless, hello, welcome. It's a mixed bag financially, and you're still not used to spending the holidays alone. Well, we will be as much as possible, right? You all know I try to treat this community like a family, and if somebody needs something, I will do what I can. Because even though I say don't pour from an empty cup, I'm the worst offender of that. Said no tree this year, just don't have the bandwidth. Understandable. Feel like you're just going through the motions since mom was no longer lucid. She's been gone 6 years. Dad doesn't want to do much. Yeah, I mean, it's the way that Christmas can change on a dime. Like when we were driving home with the printer, and here's the other thing about grief that I find fascinating. I did not think that I would still be crying at the drop of a hat randomly 6 months in. Right? It's 6 months yesterday. I missed that anniversary. I kind of feel bad about that. But like, I find, first of all, I cry in the car a lot. I don't know why it's always the car. But I was thinking about, you know, growing up going to New Jersey for every Christmas to see my grandparents, and those 4-hour car rides through the Bronx, over the George Washington, you know, bridge, into New Jersey, and stopping at White Castle, and like all the things that made Christmas Christmas, the trip down, the trip back. I would do anything to be able to take that trip again. As miserable as it always was when I was a kid, right? Being stuck in my grandparents' room, having to sleep on a cot next to them in their bedroom. Like, I would do it all over again in a heartbeat. Like, and I feel like it's, you never know you so rarely know when the last time is that you will do something like that. And we spend so much time like, ugh, this is that, which are all valid emotions, right? But now that it's gone and I'll never do that again, it's hard. You know, it's hard to not be in the back of that car fighting with my sister, right? And my parents talking to each other in low tones so that we don't hear it. Right? Not knowing that I have picked up enough Pig Latin to understand what they're saying. Who speaks Pig Latin, by the way? Anyone? There's no timeline on grief, none. And it's so important. One thing I have found too, it is so important to feel those feelings. Like if I feel like I'm going to have a sob fest, I'm going to have it. Right? Clearly Kittens knows it. Clearly Dark Sun knows it. Ipple pay ont day, esye. Say ipple pay ont day, it nay. And oh geez, Pig Latin for the throwback, right? So like, my family, Pig Latin was like, I thought, okay, so true facts here. I grew up thinking Pig Latin was a legitimate language. Like, I thought it was, hello, Zoe. I thought Pig Latin was an actual, like, I didn't know where it was from.
Did you print these out of the Galaxy filament?
I did. Aren't they cool? They nest in each other. Always say, do you one igpe atenle?
What?
Yeah. So my dad's whole side of the family would speak in it, like many a family did, I'm sure, to obfuscate what they were talking about from us children's, right? If Klingon is a language, so is I can't argue with logic like that. Can't argue with our logic like that. Oh my gosh. All right. So we will be live tomorrow night, by the way. It is the first night of the September, I don't know what they're calling it. Again, the bonus round sub thing. Again, money is in short supply, and I understand. We're not going to do like a traditional sub drive or anything like that. What I will say is I believe that it is 25% off if you do a multi-month sub. So if you are someone who subs to this channel on a regular basis, and bits will be, any bits over 300 will be, Twitch will be donating, like will be adding at least 10% on. Hi. What is going on? Are you mad that Stormy's getting pets? Are you mad? Bro. Are you not? Oh my god! Oh. This dog just thought he was. Can you get down?
Get down.
Hi. No. I love you too. I love you too. I love you too. Go. I love you. Yeah, that's Brody. He is a 2-year-old puppy who doesn't understand boundaries. Oh, is it better now? Because I'm sure he was like up against it and like causing havoc. So this side is going a little quicker because I'm doing I'm just moving the needle over a little bit. Because there is a part of this that overlaps unevenly. But if I move it, it doesn't. It's barely noticeable. So. Okay. So I was able to do, instead of doing 5 and change individual squares, I was able to do 2 lines, which made it easier for the, like it's not as many stringlets on the back as it was in the front. But then I have to go around the big box, but it's much less than the other one was. You have a 70-pound German Shepherd that occasionally thinks he's a lapdog. Funny that, Brody is half German Shepherd. He's German Shepherd, Black Lab. Aren't you, buddy? Watch out, let me through. Let me through. Okay, so we've been live for 3 hours, which time flies when you're having fun. Time flies when you're unboxing a new printer. And this is, actually I'll give it to it. I left this plugged in and on by mistake, and it is nowhere near dead. What? Of course he replaced her. He is a great big bully. I know, but he loves that dog bed. Come here, Brody. Come here. Hi. Come here. Say hi. This is a better view of you. How cute you are. Kisses. Hi. Thank you. This is Brody. Stormy, where are you? Stormy. Hi. Get down. Stormy, come here. The other dog is rarely seen, so this is a big deal. Come here, Stormy. Come here, good girl. Up. Oh, she's also German Shepherd. Very skittish. She's part German Shepherd, part we don't know what. Hi, good girl. She is basically in hell right now. Good girl. Hi, good girl. She's like, help me. Help me. Rescue me. Hi. Are you a good girl, Stormy? Do you want to get down? Yes.
Knocked over that tree.
Oh, Brody knocked over the tree the other night. That's why everything's kind of messed up on the tree.
Oh.
So I have to fix it. No, yeah, I'll be careful with the tree right now. So
I don't think there's anything on this one.
no, there's a T that's missing because I needed it for something else. I got to move it back.
How do you just take off the T?
It's a sticker. They're stickers.
Yeah, how do you stick it back?
I don't know. It's a sticker. It'll be sticky. Or it won't. It'll get another T. It's fine. I have a capital T somewhere. Do you have a T pose? British? What about... Oh, I like tea in general. British. Hi, everyone. I hope you're well.
What if you just kept that tree down there and decorated for every holiday?
I could do that. I could do that. Something I could do. Excuse me. Thank you all for being here. Thank you, thank you. We're gonna go and say hi to someone. Who is doing art? Who's doing sewing?
Sculpting dragons in polymer clay, it says.
Who's sculpting dragons in polymer clay? Where do you see that?
There.
Here. How many dragons? Do you want to go see that? Are you going to pick the raid tonight?
Sure.
You want to go see them? Yeah. All right. Well, we're going to go say hi to a new person tonight.
There's like 4 people.
Called How Many Dragons? Zoe wants to say hi to them because they are making polymer clay dragons, which looks really cool, actually. Yeah.
They're putting them on dice.
They are putting them on dice. So am I bothered? That dog is constantly bothered. Like full Catherine Tate bothered. So we're going to go and raid How Many Dragons, which again is a new channel for us to raid. And no, it's automatic.
Oh.
Yeah. It's automatic. Unless you can opt out, right? You can leave the raid. So thank you. Oh, thank you, Motorboat. I'm so glad to have met you. I'm so glad to know all of you. I really mean that. Thank you for being here. Like I said, we'll be on tomorrow. And maybe even, I don't know, we'll figure out after that, because of the runs this week, running this week, not the runs, because of the running this week, I don't want to overpromise and underdeliver on when I'll be here. So if you're on our Discord, which the link just got dropped in the chat, you can figure out when we'll be on next and talking about things like that. So hopefully I'll see you there, but whenever the next time is that I see you, please remember that I love you. Hi, Spock. Be kind to yourselves and others, stay beautiful, and I will see you all later.